Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you coming back again for New England Disc Golf Productions coverage of the 2019 Vacationland Open.
This is the final round of the MPO lead card coverage. I'm Ryan Zewski, and joining me,
Phil Denoncourt, aka Lerch.
I'd like to thank our premier event sponsors, Infinite Discs. Be sure to check them out at infinitedisc.com.
We also would like to thank our season sponsor, Rapscallion Brewery. You can visit them at their brewery, tap room, and disc golf course in Sturbridge, Massachusetts. Find them online at drinkrapscallion.com. Today we are playing a A-Tier event at Stevens Mountain View in Turner, Maine. We'd like to thank our tournament directors, Dave Burley and Jamie White.
All right, so our lead card is going to consist of Chris Clemons. He is a Dynamic Disc sponsored player, currently rated 1024.
Second up, we'd like to have Nathan Queen from Raleigh, North Carolina. His PDGA rating is a 1017.
Up next, Jordan Castro from Austin, Minnesota, rated at 1021.
Rounding off our card today is Chandler Fry from Olympia, Washington. His PDGA rating is a 1018.
All right, so Chris is going to lead our card at 25 down. Chasing him is Nathan and Jordan at 20 down, and Chandler at 19 down.
All right, up first, we're going to have hole 1. This is a par 3, 215 feet. This is pretty much a straight attack hole with options on the left, right, and straight. These are one of the holes that you want to come into and take a 2 and dominate your presence to start your round.
Yeah, this is a deuce or die kind of hole, so you want to start off your round with a 2, or you're gonna lose a stroke to the rest of the crowd. All right, Chris is gonna start us off with a VIP harp. Gonna take the wide open left lane, wide hyzer, and put it within the circle.
North Carolina, Nathan Queen.
And the announcer you're hearing is Dave Burley, a big name in the Maine disc golf scene. Let's see what Nathan's gonna do with his AVR 3X. Going a little more straight at the hole and catches one of the 3 trees in the way. Jordan's going to be throwing a Fusion Justice. Looks like he's going to flick it to the wide open left side. Doing his best impression of Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, y'all. Going way left with something very overstayable. Looks like it's going to be just inside the circle there.
All right, and our final player on the card is Jordan Fry throwing the Z Zone.
I believe it's Chandler Fry, but
that's what I said.
Gold star.
Taking the right lane, going a little low, hoping for the big skip, and he catches it. All right. Nathan with the step putt, and barely misses to the right. Jordan Castro lining up his putt and smashes it.
With a proto guard, I believe it is, right?
It is a proto guard. Chris gonna line up with his hard judge. Easy putt for him.
And Nathan banging it home for an easy par on that one.
With his Glow P2.
A glow disc, huh?
Yeah. Chandler's going to be cleaning up with his Pro D Challenger OS. All right, so after the first hole, Chris is going to extend his lead a little bit. 1 down, going 26 down, followed by Jordan at 21, Nathan at 20, and also Chandler at 20 down.
So hole 2 is going to be a par 3, 276 feet. There's going to be challenging OB, island on the left, and kind of a ditch on the right that is also OB. There's also going to be OB long on this one. This one seems short, but standing on the tee, it does not seem that way.
Yeah, it plays a little longer than 276. Chris is going to throw a flick hyzer.
I think that's going to be his warhorse, actually.
Yeah, and he's going to get right in the circle. Let's see what Jordan does. Jordan throwing his justice, flipping up his justice and coming right in, just about circle's edge. Chandler's going to be throwing his Z-Force, hanging it way out, hoping that comes back hyzer. And it comes right in the circle. Finally, we got Nathan throwing his T-Bird.
Oh, left side, though.
Left side, left-handed, and getting inside the rock wall. Should be no problem for all the pros here to convert for their birdie. Jordan's going to start us off.
Yep, break out the brooms and mops. They're just going to clean this one up for a nice easy 2.
Next up, we have Chandler. Easy 2. Nathan cleaning up his 2 as well. And Chris finishing us off with the birdie 2. So we have our
First star power of the round, huh?
first star frame. All right, so Chris is going to go down to 27 down, followed by Jordan at 22, and Nathan and Chandler at 21.
All right, up next we're going to have hole 3. This is a par 3, 311 feet. You basically have 3 ways attacking this hole. You have dead straight, or basically going to the left and right and going way over the trees, something overpowerful on this one. Zewski, what do you think they're going to do on this one?
Well, our last round, I think everybody went up and over. They took the trees right out of it. I think Chris is going to do the same thing. He's kind of looking high and putting it way up and over the trees.
Yep, Chris throwing his fusion and force on this one, very overstable, and putting it very well inside the first.
All right, let's see what Jordan does. Throwing his fusion criminal. Looks like he's looking over the top of the trees too, and does the same.
Yep, almost pin high, probably what, Zewski, 25, maybe 30?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's about circle's edge. Chandler with his ESP buzz. I think he might go right at it. Yeah, he's going to take the center line.
Yep. Doesn't want to burn too much gas early in this round, going straight at it. A little bit short, but he might be able to attack it for it too.
Yeah, it looks like he's about 45. Nathan's going to throw his FD3 up over the top.
Left side, almost pin high, probably inside the circle as well, it looks like.
Yeah, just about 25 feet. Chandler's going to try to convert. Little high.
Nathan lining up for a 2 and sinks it home for the birdie.
Nathan converts for the 2. Fixing the chains and walking away. For Jordan, trying to convert for his 2. And easily doing so with his proto guard. Chris is going to finish us off. Easily converting with his hard judge. And we're going to move on to hole 4. No, we're not.
Psych. No, wait, Chandler Fry.
Chandler's
home
gonna
for an easy par on this one.
He's going to get the 3. And now we're moving on to hole 4.
You sure, Zewski? You sure it's not one more left?
Yeah, I don't know. So we have 3 2s on that one. Chris at 28, Jordan at 23, Nathan at 22, and Chandler at 21.
All right, hole 4. This is pretty much a shorty. It's a par 3, 202 feet, straight attackable hole right here. There's a little bit of a rise coming up to the basket, and it drops off right in the back here. Zewski, how do you think you attack this hole?
I pretty much go right at it, but we do have some guardian trees around the basket and also some rocks leading up into the green that can give you a bad roll away. But Chris is going to take the hyzer line and put it pretty much right at the basket.
Yep, throwing a harp and doing what a harp does. Jordan here lining up a Fusion Justice, it looks like, on a flick line, a little bit of a left side, trying to beat the Guardians, and yeah, a little bit too long, but definitely looks like an easy putt for him.
Yeah, it's going to be right inside the circle. Nathan with his AX3. Looks like he's going a little straighter at it. And it's an easy putt.
Definitely a straight line.
Chandler's going to take the flick hyzer line.
On a Z Extreme, a little bit too tall for the shot, shooting over it, but definitely going to be a nice easy putt.
Yeah, everyone's right inside the circle. Jordan's the furthest away. Should be an easy conversion for everybody. And Jordan gets the birdie.
Fry sending it home as well for the birdie.
Nathan lining up. Easy birdie for Nathan. And Chris the closest. Easy conversion. All right, so moving on to hole 5 after 4. Chris is going to go down one more at 29 down. Following him is Jordan at 24, then Nathan at 23, and Chandler Fry at 22. Tell us about hole 5.
So hole 5 is going to be a par 3, 390 feet. We're starting out in the field and coming into a little bit of woods here. It seems like a pretty short hole, but it actually looks a little bit longer with the elevation where the rocks are right here.
Yeah, the coverage might be a little misleading. It looks pretty flat, but there is a gradual uphill. So it plays not too much more than 390, but I'd say about 430. Now Chris is going to put it way out with the flex hyzer.
Oh, and just flirting with that line again with the Fusion Enforcer.
Right on the line. So for those who don't know, as long as you are touching the line with any part of your discs, you are in bounds. Jordan is going to do the same with a flex backhand.
Fusion Enforcer coming on the right, hitting the apple tree, coming a little short, and just rolling away.
He's still inside the circle, though. Let's see what Nathan can do.
On the box here with a Glow Boss. Left side, left-handed, coming back out.
That one's looking good.
Come on, baby, let's go. And can be about pin high, probably outside the circle, I'd say.
I'd say barely. That looked pretty good. All right, finally we have Chandler with the Z Extreme. He's going to do the flick line. Looks like he's going straight at it with a flex.
Very
Hoping for a
clean,
big
very
skip.
look at it.
All right, so he's a little short, but still just about circle's edge. Chris going for the patent pending shot. Looks like he's not taking his 3-meter circle and just laying it up.
Chandler also taking a run at it, and it looks like he also laid it up. Maybe
Yeah, it looked like he was giving it a shot, but also playing safe.
Maybe a half run. Nathan just putting it in for a nice easy 2. Is it me, Zewski, or does he remind you of the Joker with that outfit today?
The purple shorts with the green
Yes.
top. I'd be willing to bet that's his favorite villain. And Jordan with the easy birdie.
Chris cleaning it up for a nice easy par 3 on this hole. And Chandler breaking out the mop and broom, just cleaning it up for a nice easy 3.
And that'll be Chandler's last shot of this round. He had some difficulties. He had an injury he was battling, and he decided to DNF after this hole. So we have Chris at -29, Jordan at -25, and Nathan at -24, and we lost Chandler.
So hole 6 is a par 3, 360 feet. It's a very tight OB on the left with tight OB on the right around the porta pooper here. It's pretty much a straight shot in the field with a little bit of elevation here. We'll see how the pros attack this hole.
All right, so we're going to start off with Tiger Woods. Jordan's going to be throwing his Fusion Enforcer backhand, right hand. And putting it easily in the circle.
Up next, we have Nathan throwing a Thunderbird, I believe. Getting on that disc was 63 miles an hour on the backswing. Getting up a little bit short. He might be able to convert for the 2, though.
Looks like he's just outside the circle. Chris going with the left hand flick. Going for that big hyzer line.
Ooh. Keeps it in bounds, though.
All right, Chris is the furthest out. Let's see if he can convert. Ooh, just barely missing, hitting the basket. Nathan for his 2. And making it look easy with his birdie 2. And giving the devil horns to the crowd. Jordan. Putting
For
his
shizzle with a 2.
He put his proto guard in the heart of the chains. And Chris is going to clean up his par 3.
And just dropping it right in. There you go.
All right, after 6 holes, Chris goes to 29. Nathan and Jordan gaining a stroke. Jordan at 26 and Nathan at 25. We'd like to point out our amazing drone coverage provided by Benjamin Jumper.
Yep. Ben Jumper also does wedding photography, drone coverage, and photography. So if you need some pictures of drone coverage, look up thatbenjumper.com. Here we have hole 7. It's a pretty much straight punch, 200 and change through the woods.
So it's a nice short hole. We're going to start off with Jordan. He's going to be throwing a proto guard, Anheuser, right up to the basket.
Just making it look easy. You think this kid played here every week?
All right, up next is Nathan throwing his stud, left hand, backhand.
What'd you call me?
Exactly, a stud.
And the stud he throws straight to the basket, maybe 15, 20 feet wide.
Another no problem. Chris is going to be throwing up his harp, left hand, backhand.
The VIP harp, I don't think he's going to have any problem with this one. Yep, a little bit long, but I don't think that's going to be an issue for him.
I think that's exactly where he put it the previous round and had no problem converting that round either with his 2.
I don't even remember what I ate for lunch, so good luck.
All right.
Nathan here, a little boogie shoogie, and putting it right in the basket for a birdie.
And Jordan's going to finish us off for another star frame. Moving into hole 8. All right. Chris is going to move on to -30, followed by Jordan at -27, Nathan at 26. Everybody's really right within the striking range where anyone could win this tournament.
Yeah, hole 4 is a par 4. It's a 430 feet. There's basically 2 lanes to go at it. There's a straight lane on the right for a backhand, and there's a lane on the left for the more daring forehands on this one. This is one of the Pro 4s, as the locals call it here. It's a very technical hole, and you really just hope to get off the box in this one.
Yeah, we saw some struggle on the last round, but let's see what they do on this round. Jordan's going to start us off with his Fusion Enforcer.
Seems to be a bit of a crowd building up now.
He's going to take that right lane. Went a little wide and caught a tree. Nathan with his Wraith. Taking a deep breath. Looks like he's going for the left lane. I am wrong again. Taking that
Ooh.
right lane and also catching a tree.
She's a fighter, though, getting a little bit of extra distance on that tree hit.
Chris going to throw an Explorer through that left lane. Does
Piping it
very
clean.
well.
Almost pinned high to the next hole, hole 8 here.
Jordan's going to try to clean up, get it within the circle for his easy 3.
Great converting.
Getting a
into the
great
woods
skip.
here.
Just about circle's edge. Nathan's going to try to do the same. Looks like an Anheuser shot. Catches an early tree. Nathan's going to go again. He looks a little frustrated, but from here, it's a wide open shot to the basket. Easy layup, putting it down for the 4. And Chris, easy flick on the ground, just trying to get it to the basket.
I believe the locals call that brap brap.
All right, so let's see. Chris was a little short, but he hits the putt easily for his birdie 3. Up next is Jordan going for his birdie 3 and converts. And Nathan trying to clean up the 4. Should have no problem. He's within the circle.
Yeah, I was a little scared of mine too. Hey, parkour though. Kinda. So.
All right, so after 9 holes, we have Chris at -31, followed by Jordan 28, Nathan at 26.
Hole 9 is going to be a par 3 here, 350 feet, starting in the woods and ending up in the field. This is a very technical hole. On the backhand, you're going to want to throw a hyzer flex here. With a forehand, I really have no idea because I do not throw forehands in this one. I guess it's going to be more of a spray and pray on this one, Zewski.
Well, we have 2 lefties, I believe, on the card, so they're probably going to throw forehand flexes. But Jordan, our righty, putting it out there.
Just piping it right down the middle out into the field.
Looks like he's within 10 feet. Let's see what Chris is going to do. Like I said, he's going to go for the flex shot.
Punching right
And
through.
fighting through the branches. He's a little shorter, but he's still out into the field. It's not a bad shot. It's going to give him a chance for the 2. Nathan going left-hand backhand.
Piping it down the middle again.
So that's what you do.
Apparently.
Well within the circle. Let's see if Chris can convert. Just off, little left. Nathan and Jordan should have no problem with the birdie. Chris for his par. All right, so once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Infinite Discs.
Check them out at infinitedisc.com.
Oh no. Alright.
And we are back on the back 9, final 9. Hole 10, par 3. This is a 307-foot hole. This is a big dog leg right. Very much a blind shot here. You're going to want to throw up into the sky on a big Annie or put this to the sky and pray on a forehand, Zewski.
Yeah, this is going to favor our left-handed players a lot unless you have a great right-hand forehand. Looks like Jordan's going to go with the Annie.
Send it, son.
Big sky high. If it carries, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it's a little left.
Oh,
that's
it's
what
not fuse. It's not a bad shot though.
That's what I would expect from an Annie shot.
Nathan stepping up now with a Thunderbird going
Huge
up into the
Annie.
heavens, coming back down almost on a spike hyzer, right in the middle of the field. Should be a little outside circle one maybe.
Yeah, it's close. Let's see what Chris does.
Chris, big surprise, throwing his Proto Warhorse that he's been loving all 3 rounds here. Big spike hyzer down.
Yeah, he's a little outside. He might be in the rough a little bit, but should have a chance at 2. Jordan lining up his putt. And he's just laying it up for the 3. Chris with the jump putt. Ooh, he gave it a run, just barely missed. Nathan has an opportunity to convert, and he does not gain a stroke on the field. Chris is going to clean up his par. Nathan as well. And Jordan within 10 feet should have no problem cleaning up his par.
Bango, bango. That's par for everybody on this hole.
All right, moving on to hole 11.
Actually, we're moving on to hole 10.
10, I'm sorry. Do you think anyone can catch up to Chris? He's playing
I was
pretty
just
hot.
joking. We're actually going on to hole 11.
Yeah, so after hole 10, Chris is at -31, Jordan knocking at the door at 29, and Nathan at 28. Do you think anyone can catch Chris? He's playing
if
pretty
anybody
hot.
can do it, it's going to be Jordan. He definitely seems to be hot on his heels. Hole 11, par 3, 335 feet. It's pretty much a very tight alleyway here. If you go off the fairway, you're going to pretty much be screwed. So just stay down the fairway and play it easy. Jordan doing his best maid impression on this hole here, cleaning out the pad.
Trying to get any advantage he can. This is definitely what we would call a New England hole. It's very wooded. Going with the Annie backhand.
I believe that's a opto fuse again. Playing it
Trying
right
to get
down
the
the
skip,
middle.
but didn't get it.
I think that should be an easy 3 for him.
Yeah, definitely easy 3. I think he has a chance at the 2 with a jump putt.
So do you think that's a headband, or what is he wearing on his head there?
It looks like he cut off a visor.
I think it could be too.
So being
Definitely
a little unique.
Definitely a unique look, I
Ooh.
gotta say.
Maybe that negative brim of his visor just got him a little closer on that hole. Now let's see Chris going left hand hyzer, looking for the skip and catching a tree. That's
That's
very
too short.
similar to Jordan's shot. All right, Chris.
Shaking off the last throw and laying it right up for a nice easy 3 pin high.
Yep. So when you're back there, that's pretty much an easy layup. Going for the 3. Looks like Jordan gave it a little shot, but didn't put much danger on it. Low risk, low reward. Probably going to convert for the 3. Nathan going for the 2.
And another dinger.
Another dinger. So we're probably going to see 3 threes. Everyone parring out. Yeah, there's Chris.
With the go-go gadget leg putt.
Jordan, par, and Nathan cleaning up his
Oh,
par.
almost picking it up, remembering he's in the PDGA, so he can't.
All right, so we're gonna see a par frame there. After 11 holes, Chris is at 31. Jordan knocking at the door at 29, only 2 behind, and Nathan at 27, 2 behind Jordan.
All right, hole 12 here, par 3, 218 feet. There's a straight line at the basket with something a little bit overstable for a backhand, but there's also a little backdoor local lane on this one. We'll see how the pros play this out.
And now the pros coming in might think this is a pretty easy hole at 218 feet, but there's a lot of trees in the way. If you're not used to this, you might have a hard time. Let's see what Jordan does. Jordan's going to throw up a harp.
Well,
Getting easily within circle. Nathan taking a big sigh. Gonna go the Anheuser route. Catching an early tree and going right. He has a sense of humor about it, though.
Yes, he does. My buddy Tyler Gagnon in the background giving a mean stare down to Chris Clemons on this one. We'll see if it pays off.
Chris gonna go with the left-hand Anheuser. Look like it good.
Oh, I'm sorry,
with his
Tyler.
fuse. A little short. All right, let's see if Nathan can get out of trouble and save his par. As you can hear from the gallery, it was a great out.
Yes. Chris looking at cleaning up here and sinks it right in for a nice easy birdie.
Easy birdie for Chris. It shouldn't be a problem for Jordan either. We're going to look at Nathan first to clean up his 3.
Cleans it up for a nice easy 3 par on this hole.
And Jordan well within circle. Easy 2.
And that's hole 12.
Moving on to hole 13. We have Chris Clemons at negative 32, Jordan at negative 30, and Nathan at negative 27. Jordan is doing everything. Jordan's doing everything he can to catch up, but Chris is not allowing it.
Nope. So moving on to hole 13, par 3, 229 feet coming out of the woods into an open field. You might recognize this hole last round as Chris aced this hole. We'll see if he can go back to back.
I'm not sure. Has anyone ever gone back-to-back aces on the same hole?
Oh, only me during Team Challenge.
You did. All right, Jordan's going to put up his harp with the flex line.
Definitely a nice line. Easy 2 for him.
Easy 2. Now, Chris, let's see if he can go back-to-back aces.
Oh.
It looks a little low, but he wanted it.
I believe the locals would say, gotta want it on that one.
All right, Nathan with his big sigh. Putting up his AVR
Definitely
3X.
putting money on it. Oh,
Ooh.
just a little wide on that one.
He wanted to show up Chris.
Let's get a little flight tracker replay on that bad
flight
boy.
tracker.
Ooh, and it's going to the basket just a little wide. And ooh. You get a taste, but not the whole meal on that one.
All right, and everyone should have no problem converting for their 2s. There's Chris with the 2. Nathan missing the ace, but easy birdie. And Jordan easy 2.
I believe this is another star frame for this round.
Another star frame. All right, so after 13, we have Chris at negative 33, Jordan doing his best to catch up at negative 31, and Nathan at negative 28. What do you have to say about hole 14?
Hole 14 is one of my favorite holes in this course. This is a par 4, 480 feet, shooting over the gully and up the hill through the woods, but not to grandmother's house. No, we're going straight to the basket on this one. A lot of people are going to want to get just through the woods and get out into the open field in this one.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of distance drivers on this one. Jordan's going to start us off with a criminal. Putting a nice flex on it. Just getting it around.
Thank you.
Chris next with a flex flick. 60 miles an hour.
I don't think my car can go that fast.
Let's see how fast Nathan can throw it.
With the race off this one, 67 miles an hour. Yep, my car can definitely not go that fast. It's a Saab, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that nice.
And he easily gets it through the gap into the open. Now, none of them really got in the circle. Let's see if anyone can convert. Nathan gets close. Jordan with the step putt. Also misses. Let's see if Chris can gain another stroke on the field.
Ooh, just a tapper on that one.
All right, so everyone should clean up for the 3, and we're going to move on to hole 15. After 14 holes, we have Chris leading the field at -34, Jordan knocking at the door at -32, and Nathan trying to catch up at -29. Tell us about hole 15.
Hole 15 is going to be a par 3, 391 feet down the hill. We're going to start in the corner of the property, coming down the hill into the field, and working our way right to the tree line with a very fast green behind it. Zewski, how do you think you would attack this one?
I take my fastest disc and I try as hard as I can, as far as I can, and throw it out there and pray for the best. But I am not a touring pro like Jordan Castro.
No, Jordan coming off the box. It looks like was his criminal on this one.
And
getting
parking
very
it.
close, but
Getting a roll
run away.
And the gallery checking out what Jordan just threw. Let's see what Chris is going to do.
Day.
Chris putting up a big flick hyzer.
I'm willing to bet that's his warhorse again.
It really goes by the name. It's the warhorse. He throws it all the time. Nathan throwing up a Thunderbird.
Chasing that tree line coming in.
Looks like he went a little higher than he wanted to. All right, let's see if Chris can convert. Big putt from Chris.
Let's go, Chris.
Running it out. Let's check that out again.
Little replay action. No.
He knew once he released it,
right into the
he's going to chase that down.
Let's go.
After 15 holes, I'm not sure anyone can catch Chris. Nathan from outside the circle. Jump putt. Just catches the basket. It looks like Jordan converts.
Jordan hot on the heels of Chris for another birdie.
With only 3 holes left, he needed that putt.
He's really lighting this course up today.
Nathan's going to clean it up, and we're going to move on to hole 16. All right, so Chris hot on the lead, -35. Jordan doing his best to catch up, -33, and Nathan at -29.
All right, hole 16. This is a par 3, 550 feet. We have OB on the left where the grass line and rocks are. We also have an OB on the right where the tall bushes are, and OB on the back lane. This is definitely a big swinger, big arm hole on this one, and it's definitely going to seem like they're going to put it out all on the distance.
All right, let's see what Jordan can do. Throwing his criminal. Hoping for a little more Anheuser, I think.
Like he's riding the tree line on this one.
Yeah, not too bad.
I think he just wants to throw his upshot from the shade.
This is a wide open course with very warm sun. So you definitely want to get in the shade. Chris throwing way over the OB, hoping to get it back, and he does. Easily in the center of the fairway. Now Nathan with his cutoff visor doing a similar shot as Chris.
Throwing a race, getting really good distance on that. That's probably going to be 4 and change, I believe.
Yeah, so this is pretty much what you want. It's a placement shot. You're not trying to get it to the basket. You're just trying to make it easy for a layup second shot so you can have an easy putt, just like Chris does within 10 feet.
Yeah, 99% of the players out here, definitely in the pro division, maybe even AM1, are just really playing for the 3. There were not a lot of people who were able to get a 2 this year on this hole. I believe last year there was one pro that was able to get a 2 on this, but did not make it out this year.
I'm willing to bet Jordan's running it. Looks like a little short, a little high, but should easily get the 3. He's running out of time to catch up to Chris. Cashes for the par.
That's not a bad, though, on this hole.
Absolutely not, but with Chris and Nathan being so close for the par, he only has 2 holes to make up 2 strokes and try to push it to a playoff.
The way Chris is on a roll, though, I don't think that's going to be impossible this round.
Yeah, Chris is looking pretty comfortable.
Yep.
So he's looking comfortable at 35 down. Jordan trying to catch up at 33 and Nathan at 29.
All right, moving on to hole 17 here. This is a par 3, 410 feet. OB on the right where the long grass is. Basically, this is a pump and dump type hole. You want to put it out long and have it come back on the left on this one. And Allie Burns with a turbo and missing it.
All right, let's see what Jordan can do to try to catch up to Chris with 2 holes left, 2 strokes back. Big.
He's going to have to get aggressive if he wants this one.
He's going over the OB. Hyzer and back.
No putt zone.
No putt zone is what we just heard from the gallery, but I think he's within 2.
I think he's going to have a putt look for sure.
Chris
with his warhorse again, left side on the flick, 60 miles an hour on a flick, flirting with the OB zone and probably going back into his no putt zone along with Jordan. Now we have Nathan on 17 throwing way high and way left with his Thunderbird.
calling 4 to the crowd. Looks like he might have gotten OB.
Yep, and I'm not going to lie, those bushes over there are all razor grass. So have fun with that one, Nathan, because I got cut up way bad.
Ooh, he almost converted.
Splash it out.
Let's see if Jordan can gain a stroke. Now he converts, but he needs Chris to miss on his putt.
Can he do it, though?
I think Chris is on fire. I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. Looks like an easy 2 for Chris.
Sends it right home, tucks that baby right into the basket.
And Nathan is going to easily clean up for his par 3.
And drops it in. All right, last hole, Zewski. Usually disc golfers like to pound it. So I'd like to pound it with you on this last hole.
All right, so Chris has the 2-stroke lead.
Going into the last hole. This is hole 18, par 3, 301. Basically, you're going to throw over the gully and up a slow rising hill on this one.
Yeah, Jordan's got to go for the ace.
But it's definitely a little bit longer than what it seems for a 301-foot hole. As you can see from that CTP, it's going to be hard to beat.
Jordan taking the deep breath, hoping for the ace and hoping Chris pars. Putting it way out right. He's not going to get the ace, but maybe a big skip for the easy 2.
Want to get a little flight tracker replay on this one here, Bob?
Flight tracker.
Just gonna send it. Coming out way to the right with something overstable and just laying it right up.
All right, Chris taking his victory lap here.
With a moonshine verdict, throwing right at it. Coming up a little bit short, but I don't think that's going to matter to Chris on this one.
He just needs a par 3 for the win. Nathan's going to throw up a gator.
Nice throw on this one. Coming up a little bit short, but almost a tap in for a 2.
Easy 2 for Nathan. Chris, let's see if he converts. Ooh.
And completes the victory lap for another birdie.
Sealing the victory right there.
Wiping the sweat and stress off his eyes.
Doesn't look like he knows he won yet. I would have a bigger smile on my face.
I'd be dancing around.
All right, Nathan cleaning up his birdie, rather. Easy birdie. Throwing the devil horns to the crowd, and Jordan finishing off.
Jordan finishing up for a 2.
Easy too.
You know, Zewski, I think he might have set the course record on this round. It was a 15 down.
15 down, tying Garrett Gerthy, I believe.
Garrett Gerthy, the old big shoots wave it goodbye when he throws. Very well done, Jordan.
So Jordan taking second right after Chris Clemons with the 131 after 3 rounds, taking down the 2019 Vacationland Open.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Infinite Discs
and Rapscallion Brewery. I'd also like to thank our drone coverage, Ben Jumper at thatbenjumper.com.
And this is the 2019 Vacationland Open, brought to you by the New England Disc Golf Productions.
I'm Lerch. That's Zewski. See you later.
Later.